Hello, and thank you for listening to my talk. My name is Nicole Reddig, and I'm a student at Bucknell University. My research was supported this summer through the Program for Undergraduate Research and my research mentor, Dr. Janet Van Loan, in our Department of Education. My project is entitled Pre-Service Teacher Preparation and Trauma-Informed Pedagogy, a Review of State Teacher Competencies. Trauma-informed pedagogy is an educational practice where educators demonstrate an understanding of how trauma can affect student behaviors and responses in school and promote students' abilities to self-monitor their emotions and behavior and maintain positive engagement in learning. This pedagogy stems from trauma-informed approaches to mental health care and work with adults who've experienced trauma. Since then, youth advocacy organizations have created guidelines for working with youth and students who have experienced trauma or adverse childhood experiences known as ACEs. These ACEs are potentially traumatizing experiences in childhood and include violence, abuse, neglect, or parental mental illness. The COVID-19 pandemic has created a shared ACE for children experiences illness, death, economic downfall, racial injustice, and poverty in their families and communities. Teachers and educational organizations are calling for the use of trauma-informed pedagogy to help students build resiliency and overcome the traumas of the pandemic. As such, I wanted to know how well teachers are being trained in trauma-informed pedagogy, and my research question is, what is the state of trauma-informed pedagogy training in teacher preparation programs? To answer this, I conducted a systematic review of teacher competencies from all 50 states and the District of Columbia. These competencies are created at the state level and outline what teachers must know and be taught in preparation programs in order to become a certified teacher in that state. I coded these state policies for the presence of 6 elements of trauma-informed pedagogy, 2 sub-elements of identifying trauma, and the terminology trauma-informed pedagogy or practice themselves. My findings indicate that 5 states explicitly mention trauma and require training in trauma-informed pedagogy, while far more required elements of trauma-informed pedagogy, as seen in the bar chart to the bottom right. Special education certification programs were more comprehensive and offered more elements, while alternative certification programs offered less elements. Additionally, as seen in the frequency chart in the bottom left, the majority of states still do not require training in even half of the elements of trauma-informed pedagogy, indicating that the demand for the practice is not currently being met. As such, my findings indicate that state policymakers should consider updating these competencies to best serve students who have experienced trauma and help them overcome the pandemic and the turmoil that has brought. Thank you.